Hello everyone, I'm Deb Courtney. Welcome to my YouTube channel today. I'm so glad you're here today. We're continuing on with a series that has to do with personalities. Today's video has to do with personality blends because we are more than just a one personality. We have blends of personality in us. And so you have basically a primary personality type, you have a secondary, and then sometimes, and then a smattering of some of the others. As far as myself is concerned, I have a powerful choleric, perfect melancholy, and a smattering of the popular sanguine. Not so much with the peaceful phlegmatic. Very, very rarely with that. So I would say I'm about 10% sanguine, maybe 50% choleric, and 40% peaceful, perfect melancholy. So I have a tendency to act, when I come up to people, I have a tendency to say, how you been doing? Or what you been doing? And so, because I'm a task-oriented type personality. And then you have people that are more relationship-oriented type personalities. So that's kind of what we're going to discuss today is natural blends and complementary blends and what all that looks like in an individual. Because we do have those blends. And it's something that you really want to niche down and find out about yourself. And when you do that, that will help you in your relationship with other people. So let's get started. I've written some really good notes here that I need to look at while I'm talking to you so I don't leave anything out, because this is a really strong video that has to do with personality blends and how we are wired so that we can, if possible, as far as it depends upon us, live a good life within ourselves, but be at peace with ourselves and be at peace with other people also. So let's begin with the sanguine choleric as a natural blend in one person. So as we know, sanguine choleric are extroverted people. They are optimistic people. They are outgoing people. They are outspoken people. They are energized by people, and they have to be careful if they're living in their weaknesses not to overwhelm others, because of their personality has a tendency to be turbocharged. They are strong, outgoing personalities. You hear these people, like I've said in the past, before they really ever get in the room. And I'm sure you have come across people like that. That's a natural blend. Okay. Let's go to the other natural blend, which happens to be the peaceful phlegmatic and the perfect melancholy personality. These are introverted people. They are pessimistic and they are soft-spoken people. They are energized by solitude. This makes them a natural combination in one person. Just as the people, sanguine and choleric, have to be careful not to overwhelm people, the phlegmatic, melancholy person has to be careful not to underwhelm people. So they sometimes they have a tendency to be a couch potato, but only because if they're living in their weaknesses. That's all. So I'm not saying they're couch potato. I'm not saying that. Just only if they're living in their weakness. I'll tell you what. It's kind of like this. Why stand when you can sit? And why sit when you can lay down? Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it just is what it is, what it is. Okay. So let's go to a natural blend that has to do with choleric melancholy. Now, these people are what we call complementary blends. These are task-oriented type people. They are decisive, they are organized, and they are goal-oriented people. You can see this is me. I am choleric, melancholy with a little bit of sanguine mixed in there. About 10% sanguine, yeah. So these are complementary blends, natural complementary blends. They're like I said, we're work focused, task focused. We are the worker bees of life. We are what you would call, this is what corporate America. They have the perfection of the melancholy and the drive and the accomplishment of the powerful choleric. They will become a workaholic, and relationships become their weaknesses. And like I said, we have to be careful not to overwhelm people. Then let's go to the complementary blends of the sanguine and the peaceful phlegmatic. These are, in one person, these are relationship-oriented people. They are witty, they are easygoing, and they're not goal-oriented. Sometimes I wished I was this way, but I'm not, I wasn't wired. I'm not wired that way. I was not created that way. And so I wish I was, I just wasn't. These folks have to be careful not to be underwhelming. They're people oriented, and they are people focused. And that's not to say the choleric and the melancholy are not people focused. Yeah, we deal with people, and a lot. You have to be careful that you're living in the strengths, because the weaknesses can hurt you. Okay. This combination, everybody loves those sanguine, phlegmatic people. They do. They're easygoing and fun to be around, unless they happen to be your son-in-law. And that's okay. And I got right down here, because if people are their strength, then what is their weakness? Work. Work. Powerful colic, perfect melancholy, work is their strength. And their weakness is relationships. So, I mean, it's kind of vice versa here. The combination of sanguine and phlegmatic will probably not be the president of GM Motors or any big corporation like that. You know what? They don't care. No. They kind of wonder, why would anybody want to work that hard? Anyway, so and they would ask themselves, the sanguine phlegmatic people would ask themselves, why would anybody want that kind of responsibility? Okay? Everybody likes them, and doors open for them. I like this person. I really do. I like this. They get easily promoted because everybody loves them. They are given opportunities because everybody likes them. They will not usually be big success, which means work is not their focus, because they are people-oriented. And which means also they probably can't take care of your little princess if you have a daughter, as you would like for them to do, or if you think that's how they should do. Anyways, then you have the choleric melancholy personality. Let me go back. They've already knocked the doors down, rolled over the people. They've had the problem solved. And I guess that's the reason I worked for myself the biggest part of my life, because I went out and said, you know what? Get out of here. Get out of my face. I can go do this better than you can do it. And I went and did it. Okay? Because we're work focused, and we think, what? We're the best. We do. I know that maybe sound whatever, but that's just that powerful choleric, perfect melancholy blend personality. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you do have to be, I mean, you have to work in the strength of that personality and eliminate the weakness. You can't go in and blow people over. I have to intentionally, I do have to intentionally gear it down, okay? And so you're sanguine and phlegmatic. They're living in their strength. They kind of have to gear it up some. So just be mindful of that, and just know that those are blends, and you will find that in people. Now, if you're find someone that is, you think that's a powerful colic personality and a peaceful phlegmatic, let's just say an individual works at a corporation and they look over like 100 people or 1,000 people in a big corporation. Just like General Motors, for instance, or a car company. Okay. You may think that they're powerful choleric, but when they get home, they get on the couch, you can't get them to lift a finger. Then they look like they have a tendency to look like a peaceful, phlegmatic personality. So they're opposites, okay? That's not necessarily so. Simply because you have to remember that what an individual does, they may have had to have had training on the job that has to do with being an overseer of people. And they may have to do a lot of other things in their job duties and responsibilities that makes them seem like a powerful colic personality. And then when they get home, they don't lift a finger. They don't do, they may not do laundry. They may not do the mowing the grass. They may not do whatever, okay? So they seem unemotional or strong-willed in that area as far as phlegmatic is concerned. They're easygoing and not so goal-oriented. Those are not natural blends. They're not. If there's opposite of each other, a popular sanguine and a perfect melancholy is not a natural blend. They're not complementary blends. They are artistic, emotional blends as far as a sanguine and a perfect melancholy, but they are not complementary blends. They are not natural blends because they're opposites. And our jobs, the way that we have been taught through teachers and professors, and sometimes we have to conform to a personality or doing things in our job that might make us or make people think that you're one way and you're actually another. You're actually not that at all. That's the way you have to be at work, but that's not the way you really are when you get home. Okay? So hopefully this will give you a little bit of information in regards to the blends of personalities. Delve into it a little bit more. Do your own due diligence and let me know what you think. So glad I found you. Glad you found me. Go out and make it a great day, and I will see you again next week in regards to continuing on with our personality series. Bye-bye.